Hi, everybody. How are you all? I hope you're all well. I hope you're having an excellent start to the week. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum. I have a global online business, which I'm actively building, and I'm also a business coach for women over 40. I help them reinvent their career and create the life that they've always wanted through impact. So I also help them attract clients and get clients as well. So I'm really, really excited to come to you today because this is something that my clients, my team, people that I speak to every day come to me with this. So I thought best that I actually come out with a video about it, a live about it, because, if I can help people with things that I've done to get myself out of this situation, then I've done my job. Right now. If you don't know a bit about my story, I was born poor. I had 2 dining chairs as my bed for the first 18 months of my life. I was a university dropout, and I also filed for bankruptcy in my mid-30s. So I have been there and done all of that. The great thing about the blessing out of being bankrupt is that I literally had to build my way out of it and reconnect and have a really good relationship with money. So I had to rebuild my relationship with money. And you know what? I've just come out a very, very different person. And out of that came this desire to want to serve and impact. And literally, 6 or 7 years later came the opportunity to build an online business. And I never would have dreamed that would have been me, although I had seen so many of my friends, building online businesses, traveling the world, and I often wondered how they would actually do it. And then, through putting it out there, the opportunity came via a product to lose weight. I wanted to lose the last 5 kilos of my baby weight from our first child, having our first son and our son. And I reached out to a friend who had been talking about how amazing she felt and how good she felt. And she did look really, really good. And I said, okay, I'm going to give this a go. And I said, you know what, but I'm fully expecting that I'm going to get my money back because I don't think this is going to work because I've tried everything. And but sure enough, it worked. And then I discovered that there was an opportunity to earn an income with it. And I discovered this whole new world. Part of me, excuse me, couldn't do that. I discovered this whole new world of building a business online. I went, oh, you can make money from this. And I've been in it for 7 years and I love it. I really love helping people. I really love just helping people to get from where they are, and they have a picture in their mind of where they want to go, and helping them map that out so that way they have meaningful steps to get there. I love doing that. I love being able to help them realize their potential, because everyone has the ability to win. Everyone has the ability to achieve their goals. It's really around just taking that first step and staying committed to the process until you get there. And the process, by the way, is not one straight line. It oftentimes comes in, with adversity, challenges, obstacles, you name it, all of it. But it is totally worth it when you reach the end and you achieve your goal. But today, I want to talk to you about how to get unstuck, right? Because this is something that people say to me, hey, I'm feeling like I'm not moving anywhere. So for me, I feel like when people tell me that, they're just getting attached to the result, right? If you're saying that you're feeling unstuck, it's because you're not realizing or you're not seeing the results that you want to see. However, having said that though, sometimes we do need to do a little bit to just change our energy, change our focus, and get us back into that frequency, that mindset that's going to attract the right people into our place, and that we're going to be able to operate from a good space versus coming from I'm not good at this place, right? Because that's a low frequency and you don't want to stay there, right? So I'm going to give you 7 tips or 7 hacks, advice for you to get yourself out of that funk and get yourself moving, right? So let's talk about that, okay? So number 1, I want you to give yourself some grace, right? So, a lot of people come into, building a business online with heavy expectations, high expectations about what they want to do and what they want to achieve. The reality is building a business online is not easy. It quite oftentimes requires you to rewire some programming. It requires you to get out of your comfort zone and do things like this, Facebook Lives or any form of lives, or going into stories and showing elements of your life, or posting and, talking about elements of you, your life, your success, all of that sort of stuff. And you just need to build up a brand around you, because people will buy from you as they build that know, like, trust around you. And so, firstly, I just want you to give yourself some grace around the fact that you're just human, right? And you are allowed to be imperfect, and you can build it whilst you are imperfect, because no one is perfect. And you're meant to be failing. You're meant to be failing forward. You're meant to be making mistakes. You're meant to be creating stuff-ups, right? All of that's meant to happen for you to learn the lesson, pick up the lesson, go again and do better. That's the saying that we say to our children, because they get sometimes upset because they're not winning, or, they didn't win or whatever. And I say, listen, you go again and you do better, right? It's never a question of you must execute with perfection. It's always around you just execute, right? And yes, you can strive for perfection. But if you set the bar so high that only perfection exists in your mind, you're going to find this entrepreneurial business and journey really challenging. Just know that mistakes are going to happen. It's going to be shortages. Customers won't answer you. They may leave you. Business partners will leave you. And if you have a coaching business or any sort of online business that's not an MLM or anything like that, you'll have to run your own, marketing and branding and all of that sort of stuff. And sometimes technology goes haywire. All of that is part of the plan. They're all there to help you to sharpen, your skill set, or sharpen the baseline of your company or your business. So that way you can build with a surety, right? A strong foundation going forward. So give yourself some grace. You are human, and you are part of a small select percentage of people around the globe that are actually going for it, like going for your dreams. So yay you, I'm celebrating you, right? Okay, so number 2, I want you to commit to a goal. Like if you're in this space where you feel like, hey, I'm feeling kind of like stuck, well, I want you to go, okay, well, I'm setting a goal. It doesn't necessarily have to be a business goal. It can be any kind of goal, just to get you out of that energetic place that you're at right now. All right. And oftentimes I say to my coaching clients, I just want you to set small, realistic goals right now, every single day in your business. So let's just make them meaningful and make them achievable to a point where enough for you to go, okay, I can do that, but a little bit for you of a stretch. So that way you're feeling good and you're feeling like a winner. At the same time, you can also, or set a personal goal. Like maybe you want to walk every day. Maybe you want to, I don't know, remove sugar, whatever. I don't know. That just came to mind. Whatever it is, set yourself a goal and stick with it for 30 days and start programming that winning feeling back again. Because confidence comes from you actually keeping your word, right? So by you keeping your word, you build up your confidence. And then by you being confident, well, of course, people want to gravitate around you, right? Of course, people are going to want to do things, with you and talk to you because you're a confidence person. But nobody wants to be around a Debbie Downer, right? Everybody wants to be around people that are going places and doing things and, good to be around. So set yourself a goal for the next 30 days, and it can be anything, and just stick to it, right? Tell me how it goes. Number 3, right? Do the activity. And it just blends back to what I said in number 2, is like you build that confidence and that, that self-belief purely by doing the work. Right? By you doing the work, you're just building that muscle. And mind you, yesterday's efforts were yesterday's efforts. Today's efforts stacks on yesterday's efforts. Tomorrow's efforts going to stack on today's efforts, and so on and so forth. And there'll come a point in time where there's this unseen force called the compound effect that will take place. And eventually you're going to hit momentum if, only if you stick with it consistently and don't break the chain, and with the right intention and energy, right? And so by you doing that, my friend, you are building up confidence, you're building up that self-belief, you're giving yourself a chance to win, and down the track, you're going to see this massive upswing. But it just starts with the first step of you just doing the work. That's all it takes. And then tomorrow, rinse, repeat, do it again, right? It's as simple as that. And don't put so much pressure on yourself. Right now, all we want you to do is get into action, okay? It's all we want you to do, right? And then you're going to get your mojo back, okay? Number 4. Now, this is something that I do every day anyway. So I'm actually telling you that this thing works, okay? And this is something that's not mine. It's actually from one of my mentors, Ed Milet, who is a international global speaker, and he has this incredible book called The Power of One More. And he talks about this, this whole notion about doing the one more thing every day. And what I do is, the night before, I write down what I'm going to do the very next day. And so the number that I give myself in terms of the activity, I actually do one more. I do one more. And I do that specifically, one, because I don't ever want to feel like I'm complacent. But number 2, it's a programming thing that I can always do that little bit more. My capacity to do more is always there. And as humans, we wire ourselves to only go so far to the limit that we set ourselves, right? But by doing one more, we're proving to ourselves that we have got more within us. And so that's why I say to you, hey, whatever it is that you do, just do one more, and you'd be surprised at how much further you can go. You always have way more within you to do the work than what you believe you are capable of, right? It's all within the limiting beliefs that we hold and, our belief systems. So when you start working on that, you'll understand that, what? I know that my brain is telling me this right now, but I know that I can also do more. And when you become self-aware like that, you become unstoppable. Okay. Number 5, surround yourself with good people, right? You want to audit your circle. Like, who are you hanging around with? When I have felt stuck before, one of the things that I've done is change my environment, change my circle, change who you hang around with every day. This is so important, because the reality is that, the way they think, they speak, they talk, all influence you. And if you want to be operating at a certain level, you want to surround yourself with people at the same level, more so, even further higher than you. And that is powerful, because that will influence you to operate at their level, with people that are operating at a higher level than you or earn more than you, right? You'll start adopting their habits, their routines, the way they think, the way they speak. I mean, you'll just be a completely different person. This is exactly what's happened to me in the last 12 months. I've been in 2 very high level containers, and believe you me, the networks, the conversations, the ability to be able to see things from a different perspective is real, like purely from just changing your environment. By you staying around with the same people all the time, you are just limiting your ability to see so far, right? But by you really up-leveling just in your environment, you're going to see things from a different perspective. And if there's one thing that highly successful people really, really have a belief around, is that they would rather build for sure than build fast with instability. Right. And so my point is that when you want to get yourself out of this situation, just know by taking these steps and surrounding yourself with good people, you are setting yourself for long-term success if you stick to it. Right. It's really important. And, environment is stronger than willpower. You'd be surprised at how quickly your energy, your focus, your belief, and just your levels of desire will change purely by just doing that one thing. changing your environment, right? Number 6, right? Invest in a coach or a mentor, or even grab an accountability partner. It's really important when you have big, lofty goals, is to, one, see if you have the actual blueprint or the business plan to actually help you get there. And if you don't, invest in someone that's actually achieved it, get yourself their blueprint and execute, right? And that's where, coaching comes into play, right? Get a mentor who's going to be able, who wants to actually show you what they've done. And oftentimes you will have to invest in them too, like for their time, but it is so worth it. I mean, let me tell you, to be able to tap into the mindset of someone that's at the level that you want to be to is priceless. Like, you can't put a price tag to that. If you are genuinely serious about going to the next level, if you're wanting to go to that level, you will find the money. You will invest in yourself. Those people that don't invest, right, in themselves, I'm just gonna give you a truth bomb here. And people love me because I tell them the truth, and they hate me because I tell them the truth. But I am going to tell you the truth bomb. People that actually don't invest in themselves are literally showcasing how they see themselves, right? They don't believe that they're worth investing. And so you need to understand that you are so worth investing in. You are your best investment. And so if you have the opportunity to align yourself with a coach or a mentor, do it, find the means, because there's no other greater opportunity for you to level up and accelerate in mindset, in skill set, in routine, in just your life, than surrounding yourself with someone that has really, really broken through another level, right? So, and especially if you're stuck and you're feeling stuck, they will literally, through you being around with them and them showing you their blueprint, that you'll literally be plucked out of that stuckiness and move forward, right? And number 7, embrace this moment in time, and get uncomfortable, like embrace the uncomfortable feeling, like become friends with it. That's what I say. Just become friends with it, because that uncomfortableness, that feeling like this, I'm so like scared, that's showcasing to you your next level of work, right? So you just need to do the work anyway, even with that feeling. And that feeling is showing you where your belief systems are, where you need to do the work, right? What kind of stuff that is coming up for you, that's where you need to go next in terms of personal development or working on yourself, right? But you need to embrace change to actually go to the next level. Like, you can't actually stay where you are and go, you know what, I just want to earn that. Thanks. I'll just, it's not like you're going shopping and you just want to choose your income level and stay where you are. It doesn't work that way, right? You need to actually get off your seat, right? Make a plan, execute for an extended period of time with no attachment to results, right? No attachment to results. Expect that there's going to be challenges, adversity, like literally you are pushing the boulder up the hill as you are working towards your goal, and you are transforming, and you're facing all this adversity. You are changing, you are helping people, you are helping them to change. All of this is matched up into one, but that's the beautiful part of the journey, is the transformation of you. So embrace it, because you're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to learn so much about who you really are, what you really want out of life, what you can really achieve. Like, seriously, the transformation piece will show you that all those stories that you've been telling yourself of I can't win is actually just that, a story that has no value and requires no seat at your table. So my friends, I hope this has been of value to you. I'm so looking forward to giving you more and more nuggets. And please feel free to hop into my group, facebook.com/groups/The Legacy Academy. You can also hop onto my website, elsamorgan.com. I am on TikTok and Instagram as well. And also you can DM me, send me a messenger. If you want to lock arms with me in my coaching container, please feel free to DM me or send me a note on my website, and let's schedule in a call and we can have a conversation if my program is a fit for you. We have this incredible mastermind of women who are just exploding with happiness, results, locking arms, etc. It's actually so amazing to see. Anyway, I hope you found value in this, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.